Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we got Miley Cyrus invoking the name of Ye, DJ Khaled on the power of crack, Travis Scott making waves at Mickey D's, Juicy J and DJ Paul with the lawsuit, yo T.I. with some of the best advice I think I've heard like ever in the culture, practically, okay? And Boosie with his message, the Insta offer for the Zucks. Again, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure to hit the sub button, smash that notification bell icon, make it go ting-a-ling-a-ling like an old Shabba Ranks track. Yo, shout out to Felicia Kelly, Mr. 804, and Ben Gorge in the comment section, keeping it live, respect. Now, first on stage is Miley Cyrus. Yo, she had a virtual VMA performance. It's all cool, right? And for all intents and purposes, all of that played without a hitch. But behind the scenes, Cyrus had a bit of an issue. According to her, she wasn't, quote, even on some diva-ish. Now, for the record, just because you say you wasn't doesn't mean that you wasn't. Celeb Source, the people here, my disembodied voice, will be the judge of that. See, for her performance, Miley stated, quote, "The beauty light is always used on women. And I said, turn the effing lights off. You would never tell Travis Scott or Adam Levine that he couldn't turn the beauty light off." Close quote. Lady, this is how you ask? Strike number 1 and 2. What Travis had to do with this? Now, the producers were with it, right? And they said to her, they would do the same thing that they would do for the guys. Now, a little bit later, when her bracelets started getting caught in her costume, making it sound like it's Halloween, y'all, they said to her, quote, "You want to be treated like a guy? We wouldn't be dealing with this if a guy was doing it." Now, her response was, well, a guy wouldn't be doing this because a guy doesn't sell your show with sex the way I'm going to. Close quote. Wow, she said it. She didn't even try to repackage it or anything like that, reframe it, give it a light redefinition or an innocent coat of paint. She said it point blank. No, the bluntness is damn near respectable. Yo, I'm gonna sell your show with skins. Now, she said the experience was, quote unquote, embarrassing. She didn't sound embarrassed. And she said she wouldn't be shocked if people thought of her as a diva or an itch. You know, the B word. Family channel, y'all. She continued and said, quote, "But okay, like, have The Weeknd come in here and say the same thing, or Kanye is like a creative god, and it's like, come on, why am I not getting that I'm a creative mastermind, but I'm becoming a B? No one would ever say that about Kanye West choosing what lighting he wants on a performance." Close quote. Lady, we just got on Ye yesterday for pulling the walking on water stunt and the cringiness of it all, okay? He ain't exempt. I still think you started on the wrong foot and you brought my guy Kanye in to the picture, okay? Strike number 3, get her out of here, all right? The DJ Khaled has a bit of a problem. Your boy appeared to be getting out of a pool or something of the sort. I don't know if it was a jacuzzi, whatever it was. And paparazzi thought it was in good taste to take a crack at snapping a pic of the DJ. Now, Khaled added the caption to his pic saying, quote, "Shaking my head. This the type of stuff you have to deal with when you a pop star." Close quote. And a porn star, sir. He wrote next to the photo, "Paparazzi, y'all got to chill, man." Close quote. For real, yo, the crack of his rear. Who thought it was a good idea to snap that pic? Now, we are not showing you the pic so you can see it. We are delivering the message to other paparazzi and their cousins that DJ Khaled does not appreciate being the butt end of your jokes. Yo, I honestly hope Kanye does buy all the paparazzi companies, and then we won't get pics of the crack of DJ Khaled. But this opens up another point. No pun intended. When dudes sag their pants, or a situation like this, isn't it, in a sense, equivalent to women showing cleavage? I mean, no homo. Cleavage means split. So if Khaled sagged his pants and showed his split, wouldn't it be equivalent to a woman sagging her shirt and showing her split? You're like, but no, they're not the same. Right. Men and women are not the same. You know, I haven't been to a Mickey D's in a minute. I mean, I always feel like I hate myself a tad bit more when I go. When I was a kid, it was cool and all because, you know, they had Legos and the Happy Meals and stuff like that. I could get with that. But now, the best thing they have to offer, in my opinion, is a Travis Scott meal for $6. For $6, you could kill yourself just a little bit with a quarter pounder mixed with bacon and the like. I told you before that Travis was gonna be at your local Mickey D's, but I meant the sandwich, not what we're about to show you right now. Yo, take a look.
You out here at the McDonald's? No, we gotta keep that social distance. Yes, sir. All right, people. Hold on.
You think they're going crazy? They're going crazy over Travis. That's not it. They just ate the meal and now are frantic, looking for the restroom. Yo, trust me on this one. Travis just happened to be walking by, minding his business, and the $6 meal has thrown the crowd into a ravenous pack of carnivores. And speaking of tearing something up, remember that song, Tear the Club Up? Travis Scott, in the past, Travis Scott took the hook from Tear the Club Up and put it on his joint, No Bystanders. Now, he found himself settling. After that, he found himself settling a $20 million lawsuit because 3 6 Mafia don't play that. Now, Juicy J and DJ Paul and their lawyers have come for the Suicide Boys. They, Juicy J and Paul, state that the Suicide Boys used uncredited and unremunerated elements of the 3 6 Mafia tracks, Mask and the Glock, Mafia Ninjas, yeah ho, Smoked Out, Loked Out. The lawsuit stated, quote, defendants' infringing songs have garnered millions of streams on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Music, for which they have received royalty payments. Close quote. They want $1.2 million for actual damages and another $5.2 million statutory damages. The Suicide Boys are like, they don't actually own all of the samples, and they are alleging that the New Orleans duo stole them and that Juicy J never paid them for the work that they did on Highly Intoxicated and Shut the F Up mixtapes. T.I. has taken a break from trolling 50 Cent for a second to hit us with some wisdom. Now, I honestly think that the whole back and forth thing with 50 was to make some noticeable ripples in the culture of hip-hop, and I get that, right? A fair amount of relevancy is necessary in this particular field. Okay, fine. But now, T.I. has allowed us to catch the tail end of a conversation that he apparently had, but I feel like we might have caught the best part of his conversation. Yo, take a listen.
It's second wave.
Right before the election.
What's up, guys? Nah, man, don't do that. That's not how we can't liberate our people that way.
In the dark.
You dig what I'm saying? Nah, man, can't operate in back. Hey, listen, man. So we were just in the studio having a discussion, man. You know, and I just feel the need. You know, I feel the need to share it. All y'all getting all this money from the government, man. All that PPP, SBA, all that shit. Listen, man. Ain't no more mink coats in the store. And it's summertime. Ain't that some shit? Ain't no more Cartiers. It ain't no more Louboutins. No more Louis. Ain't no more. Go get you some property, please. Please, y'all go buy some property. Okay?
Here you go.
Getting okay.
Get your LLC. Listen.
What you say?
LLC, goddamn it. I'm gonna start that motherfucker.
Man, listen. that could be a bit complex and advanced. You know, it's too much paperwork and procedure in it. Jago, it could be a patch of dirt, bro. Go to your hood and find it. Ain't gotta have no house on it or nothing. Just buy it. Just buy it and hold it. You dig what I'm saying? Now that's it. Now I done told you. You can't say you didn't know. Now y'all go ahead. Enjoy yourself.
Now, for the past few months, this may be one of the most intelligent things that I've heard from the culture across the board in quite some time. Guaranteed. Why in the world would I get a car for a couple of racks when I could purchase land and for the community? Because, you know, if we don't buy it, other folks will buy it. And you know what happens then, right? Starbucks start popping up. You catch my drift? You know exactly where I'm going with this. Yo, I believe, right? Folks would even carry themselves differently if they owned numerous plots of land. Yo, salute to T.I. We need to plan, plot, and strategize on some real. I mean, maybe I'm late to the party, right? But y'all making money out there, right? You don't need every pair of Jordans, do you? Yo, nobody care about them Jordans anyway that's on your feet. Ain't nobody impressed, trust me, by your Jordans. If they are impressed for approximately 12 seconds before they move on, max. Yo, when dinner time comes around, ain't no one talking about the apparel that you chose to rock today, okay? Your sneakers and no one cares. You know why? Because people are selfish and they're only generally thinking about themselves, okay? Human depravity. You follow what I'm saying? Whatever. And finally, a few weeks ago, right, we caught your boy Boosie on, what was it, Twitter? And he was, I think it was Twitter, social media, Twitter, whatever. And he was tripping on Mark Zuckerberg. Remember? He kept calling him Zuckerberger. It was great. The backstory was he violated some type of Instagram OnlyFans rule or something like that. I don't really remember, right? And nor will I go and look it up, right? Because I covered the story already. I ain't looking up that right now, okay? Now, at the time, Boosie was like, yo, my fam eats off of the gram. You can't do this to me, Zuckerberger. You gotta let me back in class. Something tells me he was suspended a lot. His pleas fell on deaf ears. And what would you expect? You can't reason with machines. Yes, I said it. Boosie has come back to make another request before the sentient machine and asked, quote, at Zuck, I got 100K for my official Boosie IG page back. Close quote. I'm sure the machine, Zuckerberg, has read the lines and is filtering it through his central processing unit, storing the data it has about Boosie and sending signals to other parts of his system at a clock rate of 1 billion gigahertz a second in order to send out the response we feel is probably going to be a no from him, dog. Yo, let us know what you think. Is Zuckerberg an android? T.I., his advice on buying plots of land instead of fashion, which we love but makes us broke. Is T.I.'s advice good, or am I jumping the gun? I'm looking into it right now. I'm writing this script in one hand and Googling how much does land cost in West Bubbacuff, new whatchamacallit. Yo, let us know if you hail from West Bubbacuff, new whatchamacallit. Along with me, you're probably my neighbor. Yo, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.